Yo, everyone mocked me for sleeping in a coffin for love. Now they regret it. First of all, sleeping in a coffin juu ya mapenzi. I don't understand what's going on. Acha tujue nini inaendelea kwanza before tuongee mingi. Let's tune in. Like the video hapo.
Love is fearless and unstoppable.
Yo, unaweza lala kwa coffin, by the way. Let me ask you something. Unaweza lala ndani ya jeneza. Unaweza lala ndani ya jeneza ja mapenzi. Niambie hapo comment section.
This man and his wife sleep together and spend a lot of time in this coffin, comfortably and happily.
Chifu Babu la Bagamoyo. So in Tanzania, of course.
The man is very rich with a nice house and businesses, and the woman gets everything she wants and does whatever she pleases. Today she is also very rich because this man's property is in her name. You probably know Hamis if you often watch our videos. Despite having a nice dining room, he was eating breakfast in the coffin, and instead of sleeping in his comfortable bed, he slept in the coffin. His housemaid was the only person who was allowed to enter his room, and only when she comes serve breakfast or food. Even though he had a lot of property and a lot of money, people were afraid of him because of his rituals.
Lakini kwa sasa hivi pia na changamoto, nahitaji kuoa. Nahitaji mwanamke ambaye mzoefu, kwa sababu chumbani kwangu nisingependa pia, kwa sababu kila siku zinazozidi kwenda nahitaji na mimi pia niendelee kuwa mkubwa, niendelee kuwa na power. The
reason I said that love is fearless is because while others were afraid of him and every woman who came to his home and found out that he slept in a coffin ran away, he found his perfect match.
You can imagine uende kwa mseo upata analala kwa jeneza, like nini taring kwa akili yako ya kwanza? Kukuwa sacrificed, kukuwa sijui what, kukuwa attacked na demons na vitu kama hizo. Lazima ukimbie.
Wapo wengine wanasema kwamba na tamaa za pesa, tamaa za mali. Wengine wanachukulia mimi pia ni wale kwamba na mimi ni mshirikina.
Ona kila kitu.
The first time she slept in the coffin, she saw many things and was very surprised. It was difficult in the first place, but today I can confidently say that she is living a happy life. You might wonder how this woman decided to marry this man when others were afraid. How do they live together in this coffin? There are so many questions about their story. To satisfy everyone's curiosity, I visited this man again to learn more about this extraordinary love story. This is a love story like no other. My name is Hamisi, but people know me as Babu la Bagamoyo. The elders gave me that name.
Oh, so ni jina yake, Chifu Babu la Bagamoyo. Okay.
Since your first visit here, I have faced many challenges. I have been getting calls from many different people, but I don't know how they got my phone number. I'm not usually active on social media, but I use it occasionally for posting on my business account. Many of those people asked how I was doing, mostly wanting to know the truth about my coffin. This man's life is truly fascinating. For those who haven't seen our previous conversation, let me explain. The coffin he refers to is not for his burial. Instead, he uses it as his bed and even sits in it when watching TV or relaxing. He is very wealthy.
Bona bro, like si uko na kitanda hapo, uko na kiti, uko na pesa, si unu... Mbona ina coffin? Ama ndo punishment umepewa?
Owning many beautiful houses. Unlike other rich people, he does not sit in his elegant dining room for meals. Instead, all his meals are brought to him in his coffin. He doesn't sleep in a comfortable bed, but in this coffin. His unique lifestyle and considerable wealth have made many people curious about him. as detailed in an interview with Afrimax. Many people knew me in the business and respected me a lot, but when they saw our last conversation and saw me in the coffin, their opinions changed. Some people's respect for me decreased, while for others, it increased because people react differently to such things. Hearing that someone lives in a coffin is not easy. It's a very strange concept for most. Let me tell you the truth. When I lie in that coffin, I can see many things that others cannot. Many people wonder how it's possible. Some say it must be very hot inside, but I can tell you it feels like another world entirely. There's no cold, and even today my wife and I sleep comfortably inside it.
So mnalala hivyo kama mmefinyana hapo hadi asubuhi. So muunde jeneza kubwa basi. How about muunde jeneza inatoshana na hiyo kitanda. Jeneza ya maybe ni 4x6 ama 6x6 ama 5x6. Ndio mtoshe hapo ndani. So mkifinyana, like, I don't understand. I don't get the point. Tell me, mbona Tanzania ndio inakuanga na too crazy like vitu ritual sana. Unapata mtu analala na nyoka, mtu sijui amegeuza sijui punda, vitu kama hizo. Mbona Tanzania sana? Uko na wachawi kiasi gani?
I'm not going to explain how I managed it, but it's definitely challenging to accept that a man lives in a coffin and then decide to marry him. However, I didn't have any issues because I loved him. When I first saw his interview on your channel, I was scared. Despite this, I've always been interested in men who are different from others, so I began to love him. On the other hand, I still felt scared because sleeping in a coffin was quite unusual and frightening.
The principle I had set for myself was that I would not live with a woman until I was sure she could accept my lifestyle. I made it clear that I couldn't be with her without us both sleeping in this coffin. Because of this, many women came, but as soon as they realized what my life entailed, they quickly left and never spoke to me again. My wife knew a lot about me because she had seen the interview I did with you. When I brought her here, I told her everything, including the ritual of introducing her to the elders. As part of this process, my wife and I had to sacrifice an animal.
Who are the elders? Are you sure ni elders ama hiyo ndio jina unatumia ikwe ikae ni form safi?
And offer its blood to the elders, who then accepted her as my wife. So that's what we had to do. I brought my wife here, and although it was difficult at first, we managed to adjust.
Baada ya kuja Dar, kanipeleka mpaka kwake.
When I arrived in Dar es Salaam, he brought me to his house. That night, I entered the room but felt intense fear. What I saw scared me so much that I lost patience and ran away. I couldn't stay in his house because of the terrifying things I had seen. Another day, he came to me in the city and asked what had happened. I told him how scared I was by what I saw. He reassured
Mbona mwezi sema ni nini aliona? What did she see?
me that it was normal and not a problem, explaining things further until I started to understand. My love for him grew, and it wasn't long before I felt the need to return to him. I realized I had no choice because I loved him. I immediately decided to live with him for the rest.
Ama umekorogea msichana. What if umegorogewa?
Rest of our lives. The first day in the coffin was so scary that even approaching me was difficult.
The first time she slept in the coffin, she saw many things and was very surprised. Since we became one, we share the same experiences. She often gives me advice and tells me not to do certain things. Sometimes things don't go well, and we have to give up and come back to them later. She is a very intelligent woman. Imagine a woman who accepts to marry a man who has openly shared on social media that he works with evil spirits and sleeps in a coffin. She truly loves me, not my wealth. I asked her if she could live my lifestyle, and she replied that she was okay with everything without any problem. Every woman needs a capable man, and if you have money, a woman will be content with you. Money is everything. So today, I am with her, and she is happy with her life because she gets to do what she wants. In short, life is sweet for her. Today, they both spend the night in the coffin. As a family, they have conversations while sitting in the coffin and are both happy. This adds to the man's wealth, and in simple terms, this woman has reached her dream. When they are not in the coffin, they walk around their property. The woman is now rich because everything her husband owns is in her name. They spend a lot of time together, always staying close to each other. It's difficult to explain to others, but these two have lived a good life, and the woman often talks about how happy she is. She has also
Pause, nigga. So mkipata mtu ipi atalala kwa coffin? Just asking. Mkipata mtu hii hata kama atakuwa na room yake, like ile saini yako mdogo anaweza anguka kwa kitanda, anaweza fanyika. Utalala na mtu hii kwa coffin bado? Ama mtu akizaliwa ataundiwa coffin yake?
accepted and adapted to life in a coffin.
Today, I am very happy with my life and being with my husband because nothing scares me anymore. It's true that we see many things in the coffin, but I don't talk about them because he told me not to. He speaks about it himself. In love, he is a good man who knows how to take care of a woman, understands her value, and knows how to live with her. He tries to understand my problems and solve them. He is a man unlike any I have met before. He is very kind and I trust.
Hizi tumaji mko nazo hapo ni za nini? Naona mnajipaka mara mnapaka zi. Yo, nani anaweza jua hiyo ni nini? Ni nini kwanza? The first place. Yenye wanapakazie kwa pete, wanapakazie uso huku. Ndio tena anajipaka kwa palm.
Him completely. Another thing about Babula Bagamoyo is that he speaks about what he has seen. He has visions and sometimes sees things that will happen in the future. Everything he says is true and reliable, as I have witnessed it myself.
My wife is not allowed to cheat on me for various reasons. She also has to follow 3 different rules: to be confident, to be patient, and the third one is a secret. These 3 qualities are important for her to be with
The third one is a secret, sawa?
me. I was missing someone with all these qualities, and most people were afraid of me because I sleep in a coffin. But she fulfilled all of them. If I die, she will continue my work. As the wife of the elder, she will immediately take that title. She must bear my name and inherit my properties in my absence.
Wapo wengine wanasema kwamba
People say a lot of negative things about me. Some say I was bewitched, others think I'm stupid, and some believe I only love him for his money. Others even think I work with evil spirits. It hurts, but I can't do anything about it because you can't stop people from talking. My priority is the love between us. I get what I want, and I love him and give him everything I can. In the future, we plan to have children and build a big family because I love him and don't care about what people say. One thing I would like to say to people is that it's not good to judge others. Everyone has their own choices and feelings. We should all get along well and respect each other, which is the most important thing.
As for having children, I would like to have as many as possible with my wife. I plan to open a company, and my wife and children will be involved in it. So I can't give a specific number, but there will definitely be many. There are many people who are infertile and long for children, while others have abortions every day. I advise them not to do it because they don't know why God has given them that child. Regarding our life, I would like to say that people should not treat us as special or as a problem. It is better to respect everyone, even if their lifestyle or opinions are different from yours. Respecting others brings inner peace and the good you seek. Anyway, you very much for coming back to see me.
But why are you sleeping in a coffin? Why are you sitting in a coffin? Why are you eating inside a coffin? Like, mbona mtuambie reason gani? Your rituals. Hata kama ni your rituals, mbona coffin? What if ulale kwa kitanda, nini inaweza happen? Nini inaweza happen ukilala kwa kitanda?
As I told you, I have many amazing things I want to share, but I haven't yet received permission from the elders. When the time comes, I will be allowed to tell and show you everything.
Also mnangoja elders. Elders ndio wawaambie. Are those the evil ones?
Their unique story shows us that love can thrive even in the most unusual circumstances. We are also reminded of the importance of respecting different lifestyles and choices. Everyone has their own path, and it's our differences that make each story unique. Remember to respect everyone's choices and lives, no matter how different they may be.
Na mmeshinda mmekiss hapo, kwani mnafake ama hii ni another acting story? Mbona mnashinda mkikiss? Hata mimi sijaiona familia documentary ama video ama interview ya family nikaona ati bibi na bwana wanakiss hivyo sana. That's too much. Hii ni too much. Hebu niambie kama una believe story ni true. Japo kwa kukiss ovyo ovyo ndo mimi naona mbona si mnaweza kiss baadaye. Why do you mbona mnataka sana kuprove?
Thanks for watching. I am Simon
Ndio hiyo tena.
Greenwood, and this is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.
Hiyo inaweza kuwa ni acting, sisiamini. I think it's just a film. Ama a film story, ama kitu kama hiyo. Ama ni story tu yenye watu ambao kukaa nayo. But sidhani kama ni ukweli in real life. Sidhani. Hamwezi kuwa mnalala hapo. Mtu hata anachoka. Kulala straight the whole night. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, that was my time. That was Kimsoft reaction, KSF reaction. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel. Peace. Thanks for watching, man.